to the Pro Bricky exclusive YouTube channel and Pro Theologist channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. We're doing parenting. Maybe it's not so simple. I'm not sure. Pretty well is for me. You've got to be able to lead by example, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And you do have to keep an eye on yourself. That's not an issue. Shouldn't be a problem. The counsellor has to be counselled. The parent, in a way, has to be mentored. But you get to an age where you should know what the basic elementary principles of life are as a parent, and passing them on shouldn't be all that complicated. If these children want to go down a path in which they think's better, it's up to them. If they get killed in the process, it's not your fault. People do die. Let's not be ignorant. And again, a lot of these parents take it upon themselves to think that if their child commits suicide or something like this, it's their fault. If it's your fault, it's your fault. If it's not, it's not. Stop confusing things with emotionalism. But anyway, let's see what's going on in this session with Sally Harris.
To make that happen. And I'm a firm believer in that. You may say, oh, but I'm fine and my adult child is the one with the issue. Or, whoever, you can blame someone else. And it's not always.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've sat with people. I've sat with these parents and everybody's fine, right? Apparently. They're drugged. They're alcoholics. Or they're on weed. They're medicated. Life is really not taking them anywhere. They're really just running on how they feel and their emotional connections, which are all apparently love, but if you look at the situation, it's not. And it can't be, because everybody's self-destructing in front of each other and nobody seems to be saying anything about it, so that makes it right. Life slipping through these people's fingers, they don't care. It's all based on their next fix or how they feel or their next drama. They're all codependent, toxically codependent, yet hate each other at the same time. There's no peace where there should be peace. It's based on how each other feel at that time. There's no stability or mental health really at all. They cycle around the alcohol, their family cycles around the drugs, their family cycles around the golden child, and people think they're the only ones in this state. No. No, it's just a typical pattern of dope users and all these people that think they're leading by example, but they're not. No, they're not. And before they know it, time's gone. Time slipped through their fingers, and that's all there is to it. It's a mess.
It's 50-50, of course. But at the same time, you have to take responsibility and look in the mirror for whatever your part is. And even if you didn't play a part in whatever it is that separated you, you do owe it to yourself and to that relationship and your other relationships to mend whatever is going on inside of you. And
so what she's saying is the collateral damage that your parenting has caused and that your children have done and are doing to you, you owe it to yourself to heal from that and to put yourself in a place in life where you should have been to start with, that's healthy, with boundaries and unaffected by the idiots around you. I can't put it any more simpler than this. Unfortunately, a lot of these people are stubborn and they'll stick with their habits. It'll take their health and their lives before it should. They'll watch their children trying to navigate the same lifestyle unsuccessfully, and really all they're seeing is the reflection of themselves, these parents. It psychologically damages them, usually uh, without repair. They're all on medications and shit. One thing leads to another. And the devil's just having as a matter of fact, the devil doesn't even need to go around to a lot of these places because they don't need him. They're doing a good enough job, if not better job, without him of destroying themselves. And it all sounds all so hard and horrible, but it's real. When you see the other side of all this, the people in the mental homes, the people with mental health issues, filling themselves up with all the mental health enabling tactics that apparently fix all these people. No.
So that's why it's so important to letting go of someone you love, regardless of that person, is to be able to focus on you, because I'm the only person I can change. You're the only person.
Okay, so is that a contradiction or not? She's the only person she can change. Ladies and gentlemen, without solid firm identity of what you're supposed to be doing and who you are, oh yeah, you can change people around you, right? You can if you really want to. Whether they want to or not is up to them. But you, by your example, no drugs, no alcohol, Christian principles, give, take, care, and share, integrity. If these people don't want to follow that, don't want to have a decent, simple, healthy life, right? Well, they've changed. You've changed them, right? The change is there for them to have. Doesn't mean they're going to take it, and you don't let them interfere with your life, your peace. You let them go. It's not your job to rescue people that do not want the good things in life. If they know better, you do not let these people disrupt your life. And if they are, I don't care if it's your children or not. Ring the police if you have to. I have. And these people really weren't all that bad. But unless you put the fear in them that if you think you know better when you don't, right? The fact of the matter is a lot of these parents are running these families on emotions that don't work and have never worked. They don't want to learn the hard truths of what you need to do to really be, at least stable. Can we just come back to stable? Forget about prospering, to just be stable in life. They don't want to be. They want their habits and their alcohol and their drugs and their smokes and all the crap that I watched kill my generations that were ahead of me. My stepfather died at 51, smoked and drank himself to death. Are we all going to, applaud him for that? I don't think so. Are we going to applaud my mother for dying at 67 because she smoked herself to death? Oh, no, I don't think so. No. Are we going to applaud her gambling habits and all this crap? No. Are we going to learn from it? Yes. Are you going to learn from your mum if she's an alcoholic and a smoker? Are you actually going to learn, have the intelligence to learn that that's going to kill you, that dope's no good for you? But you're going to get on a fucking jet plane that's being flown by somebody that's on dope, or a bus driver that's on dope? Why do you think the law is against this crap? And then once you've got all these interferences out of the way, then possibly, somehow, you might be able to be a decent parent, not someone that's just running after people and bloody spoiling them and being a servant to these grubs, lazy ass children.
And that you can change. So let's start here, right? So for those of you that I've never chatted with before, in the comment section of this video, there will be a link for a discovery call. And that's an opportunity for you and I to talk so I can hear more about what's going on with your family, what's your situation, and how it's affecting you. And I have a group coaching program for moms just like you that are struggling and trying to figure out, how do I let go? I feel alone, right? Maybe you're feeling alone. Maybe you're feeling like nobody gets you. And, there's certain situations in life, this being one of them, where unless you've gone through this situation, it is hard to empathize with people because it's really easy for someone to just tell you to just get over it.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, it's not about telling people to just get over it. It's really not. There's damaged, broken people that are trying to work their way through life, and life's just been cruel to them and stripped them. And a lot of these people are wealthy. I'm not just talking about people that are strugglers. It goes right across the spectrum. But you cannot psychologically or mentally be affected by people that don't want to live by the principles of life, the basic elementary principles that fundamentally bring health and welfare to people at the base level. I mean, the base level. The micro incremental characteristic dark triad attributes that are being manifested in families today, they don't even know it. They're enabling it. This woman's basically going to sell a course and everything from here on. Let's have one more listen.
Right? And many times they mean that out of love. But at the end of the day, we all know that it's not just a snap of the finger and we're getting over it. But I will help you and encourage you and push you to move forward. And so that's what the group is about. But I would love to talk to you about that. It all starts with a discovery call. So we can figure out together, and I can give you the best recommendation on how I feel I can help you, or if I feel the group is a good choice for you. So like I mentioned, rebuilding this family relationship, it all starts with you. Well, if it starts with you, that is self-care.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was always your responsibility. See, what this woman's leaving out is the responsibility of a parent. It was always your responsibility to navigate those children in a way in which you could get to the end of that when they turn 18 and have a clear conscience. If you haven't done that, then you need proper help. All right? You might even need healing and deep-seated therapy, proper counselling to get yourself out of the mess you put yourself in. A lot of these people have put themselves in this mess. But if you've lived by the elementary, simple, basic, fundamental principles of a good, simple life with boundaries and wisdom and just the simple, basic principles of life, how could it be so bad? It's not your business to get psychologically caught up with these people that are destroying themselves. Yeah, be there, but there's no point in you. When you've buried as many people as what I've have and seen what I've seen, there's no point in worrying too much about it. You just need to be desperate and lead by damn example. in a way which is not bringing any mental, psychological, physical, or spiritual harm on people. We have a fallen nature, we live in a fallen world, and we have Jesus Christ and his Spirit to help us through it. Not drugs, not alcohol, not nicotine, and all this selfish, destructive shit that's killing people each day to do it. And it takes mental muscle and a passion for yourself, and you can make all the self-pity excuses for yourself to assist in your demise, right? Or you can turn it around now and say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You might not believe it. Or you can say, God is able to make all grace abound towards me, that I always, having all sufficiency in all things, may have an abundance for every good work. I'm going to say that, and you can say that after me, and we'll leave this lesson here. It's from the scriptures. It's a confession. Confession works. I'll say it in pieces, and you can say those pieces after me. God is able to make all grace abound toward me, that I always, having all sufficiency in all things, may have an abundance for every good work. In the name of Christ, amen. This is Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. Bye for now.